Hey guys, it's me, Dave. It's 1/12, 2022, so it's Wednesday night. So I just thought I'd do a little video, share some things with you guys. Not much going on, nothing really important. Look, I'm getting zits. 48 years old and I'm still getting zits. Isn't that crazy? So not much going on. I took Tanner to the vet this morning. He had a shot, got an exam, got his nails clipped and all that stuff. Got all that stuff out of the way, so he is good to go wherever. So he was a good boy. He's a timid boy, for some reason. He's timid, and he loud sounds or any sounds bug him, bother him, make him nervous and all this stuff. We took my relative's truck over there. It's in Wisconsin. Right over the bridge. We took her truck, and he doesn't ride very well in my truck, so we took her truck, and her tonneau cover was kind of flapping back and forth, and Tanner got a little scared on the way over there and stuff. But he did pretty good. He just gets like that. He's timid and a little on edge sometimes. Okay, so I'll talk about Target here in a minute, but okay, so we came back and my relative's like, will you wash my truck for me? If we go to the car wash, will you wash my truck? The self-serve car wash. And I'm like, all right, well, let's drop Tanner off and then we'll go wash your truck. Because it was pretty nice out today. It was almost 30 degrees. So we went to the car wash. We're waiting in line. There was quite a few cars in line, so we're waiting in line. Now, this happened in front of my relative, and I'm trying to explain a little bit about the program. I don't know if she just doesn't understand or she's part of this, so I don't know how much she knows, how much she doesn't know. Does she know these people are perps? I don't know. So we're waiting in line for the car wash, and the guy in the car wash is in the back of his truck, and he's dicking around and all this stuff. He's just taking a real long time, and all this stuff, so he presses his panic button. His panic button went off for about 5 minutes. So I'm trying to explain this to my relative. I'm like, the guy's a perp. That's what I said to her. I said, the guy's a perp. This is what they do to me all the time. If I go to the store, they press their panic button. If I'm, you got these thugs in front of the house, they press their panic button. Because there's perps all over the place. So this guy pressed his panic button. It's going crazy. It's going off. It lasted about 5 minutes. And my relative's sitting there like, why doesn't he turn that off? Well, why does it keep on going? And I said, he's a perp. I said, this is what they do to me. I'm trying to explain. I said, he's a government perp. This is what they do. They do this to me. It's harassment. They do it for reactions, harassment. I don't know. Do it for all kinds of reasons, I suspect. So I'm trying to explain to her, like, it's happening right in front of both of us. I'm being perped, and other people in line were watching it too. It's like the guy was a total perp. Press his panic button, going off like crazy for about 5 minutes, and then he finally shut it off. And the guy was taking super, super, super long. I told her, I said, this guy's gonna sit there and take his time washing his truck. The guy's a perp. So then the stall next door, that guy washed his truck and then he pulled out. So then we went to the stall next door. But sometimes when I go to the car wash, they always have a perp there. He's always banging, slamming doors. They always do something to let me know they're a perp. That's just something they do in my program. You're not being paranoid. They always do something to let me know they're a perp. all the time, you know. So then we got in there and I washed her truck and then we left and stuff. But it's the game they play, you know. They have to have the perps there. I expected to get perped at the vet's office. I didn't. I didn't really get perped. They do have the girls involved there. Every time I go there, they have the girls involved. The doctor was in surgery all day. He got out of surgery and then he came in, took care of Tanner and all this stuff. He didn't even charge me for the nail clipping. He didn't charge me for that. You know, they're involved. They're getting paid extra money. I'm assuming they're getting paid extra money to perp me every time I go there. They'll slam their doors. They'll do something. Sometimes the girls are a little sarcastic to me, you know, and stuff. Sometimes they'll show off their butt. You know, when I go there, there's younger girls in their 20s and they'll show off their butt. They'll bend over in front of you. They'll, you know, show off their stuff. It's just something they do to get reactions out of me. You know, because you're sitting there like you can't believe it. But they do it. You know, and sometimes it's scripted, sometimes it's not. But they everywhere I go, they're involved. They gotta validate the technology all the time and get reactions out of you and everything else. So that's what happened today. So you know, I got perped a little bit today at the car wash, and I don't know. There was a little blonde girl. She's in her 20s. She came in and took us back to the room, and she was, you know, showing off her stuff a little bit. You know, and stuff. It's just something they do, you know. They do that all the time to get reactions out of you and stuff. It's just something they do. I don't know. They do that every time I go to the vet. Sometimes they'll have regular people in the waiting room squatting down, showing off their butt, showing off their boobs, showing everything off to get reactions out of you, you know. And you're sitting there waiting for the doctor to call you, and you got some girl there showing off her stuff, you know, for reactions or whatever they're doing, you know. And sometimes they'll molest you at the same time, you know. It's just something they do, you know. It's, you got to expect it, you know. When I go to the vet, I expect to get perped. When I go to the car wash, there's always a perp there. You know, sometimes I want to confront these people sometimes, but I don't get into it with these people. They're not worth my time. But sometimes I would like to say something to them or call them perp or something, you know, but I don't do that. I don't interact with these people. I ignore them, and then we leave, you know, wash the car and then leave, and that's it, you know. But they're all over the place, you know. They got a network of people in every state. They're connected in a way. I mean, we went for a ride before, an hour away, to go look at some land, and we had to stop at a small town and get gas, and they had perps there at the gas station slamming their doors really hard, giving you dirty looks, you know, all this stuff. There is a network of people. They are reading your mind in real time, and they know where you're going because you're thinking about where you're going, or you're going to get gas and all this stuff. And they know where you're going in real time. They know where you're going. That's how they're tracking us. They're not tracking us from an app or a phone app or the phone or whatever. They got our brainwave signature, and they are looking at our thoughts in real time, and they're reading our thoughts in real time, and they know where we're going. You can try to be spontaneous, but if you think about being spontaneous beforehand, okay, I'm gonna make a left here in 2 minutes. They know that, and they're gonna have the perps going there. You know, it's unreal. Um, y- you really can't get away from it. You know, I mean, it's very hard to get away from. You can, you know, there was one time I went to Little Caesars. I was gonna get a pizza, and they had perps in there. They had one guy in there perping me that I knew, and he was a friend of mine actually. And I was kind of disgusted. I went in there, waited in line, and I left really quick. In split second, I'm thinking I'm going to KFC instead. I went. I had my Mini Cooper. I went, hopped on the freeway, went across town, went to KFC, and they didn't have any perps there. They couldn't get them there fast enough. You know, so I didn't have to deal with it at that time. So if you can do something like that, where you can do, you know, change it in a split second, you know, you can avoid that. But you know, how often can you do that? You know, if you're going to the dollar store, I don't know what they're doing, texting all these people, mass text, or I don't know how they're doing that part, but they got them at the dollar store, waiting in line, getting, you know what I mean? They're everywhere. They're, you know, if you're a Target, they're gonna have perps everywhere. You know, and like I say, sometimes they let you know they're a perp. You know, that's part of it. You know, and stuff. So that's what happened today. You know, it's a game. It's a cat and mouse game. They're reading our thoughts in real time. It's hard to outrun these guys. It's very hard to outrun these guys because they're reading your thoughts and they know where you're going, and they're gonna have perps there. The perps, I'm telling you, I don't know if they're half of them are laying in bed or they have pajama pants on or whatever. They get up and they go to the store to perp you. Hey Max, you know, because some of them look like they just woke up and they're like, oh, you know, and they go there and they cause trouble and they cause commotion, and you know, they grab a cart and they bang the cart into things, and you know, it's a harassment, validation. You know, it serves multiple purposes. Some of it is just harassment, but some of it is, my phone is screwed up here. But some of it is validating. I think there's multiple reasons. I think they harass you and validate at the same time. You know, it's, and they have unlimited people that they train to do this to us. So there's a fresh body every time. We're getting wore out. We're getting wore out going through this every day. But they got a fresh body there all the time. It's a different person every day. You know, they don't get tired. They go there, they earn their 20, 25 bucks or whatever they earn, whatever they get paid, and it's a fresh body. Just like the torturers, I think they switch guys more than I switch my socks. You know, to do the torture. And I think they train some of these people in. They don't know what's going on. They don't know anything about me, my age, nothing. And they get fresh bodies in there all the time, you know, because, you know, these perps get wore down too. They get wore down, you know, and even it says in Dr. Duncan's book, they get wore down when they heterodyne you too. You know, it's hard on them too, you know. And maybe some of them develop conscience. I don't know that, but it's possible. You know, and they have to switch them out, put a fresh body in there. You know, so it's quite unreal, and they have unlimited funds and unlimited people to purpose. And you're not gonna beat it unless they let you beat it. You know, my battery's low. I gotta cut this off. You know, they take it easy on you when they take it easy on you. You know what I mean? Don't fool yourself and think you're beating these guys, because you're not. They take it easy on you because they're taking it easy on you. They're giving you a break. If they want to hurt you, they'll hurt you. Like they hit my groin. I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. They hit my groin so hard. I was in so much pain. When they want to go psycho on you and hurt you, they can. But if they give you a break, then you got to take advantage of that. But you're not beating these guys. Some people shield and they think they're beating this. They're not beating this. They're taking it easy on you. They're giving you a break, whether you think so or not. If they want to take you out, they can take you out anytime they want. If they want to send you to psych ward, they can send you to psych ward anytime they want. So don't fool yourself and think that you're beating this, because you're not. They're giving you a break. They're making it tolerable for you. So you're not in the hospital. So it's a game. Hybrid game theory. You make a move, they make a move. You make a move, they make a move. Psychological warfare. They want you to think certain things and stuff, and they want you to believe certain things, and they can cause paranoia, severe paranoia, and make you think things, like, oh, I did this, and oh, this is why they're investigating. They're not investigating no one. They're not investigating you. That's a cover story. That's they're not investigating you for anything. These people are torturing us. We're in a torture program, and they're torturing us. This has nothing to do with anything we've done. We've probably been in the silent mode for years, and then we're in trauma-based mind control now. So don't, it's all psychological. When you see through that, you think how wrong this is, and it's illegal. This is 100% illegal, and these people should not be doing this to us, and they should be in prison. They should be in isolation for the rest of their life, and they should be tortured. That's the way I feel. Give them bread and water for the rest of their life and see how long they survive. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. You guys have a good night. I'll talk to you later.